On November 4, 1980, President Ronald Reagan was elected with a landslide victory over Jimmy Carter. President Reagan served 2 terms in office and chose George H.W. Bush as his running mate.
This is a man whose time has come, a strong leader with a proven record. In 1966, answering the call of his party, Ronald Reagan was elected governor of California. Next to president, the biggest job in the nation. What the new governor inherited was a state of crisis. California was faced with a $194 million deficit and was spending $1 million a day more than it was taking in. The state was on the brink of bankruptcy. Governor Reagan became the greatest tax reformer in the state's history. When Governor Reagan left office, the $194 million deficit had been transformed into a $550 million surplus. The San Francisco Chronicle said Governor Reagan.
On July 7, 1981, President Ronald Reagan appointed Sandra Day O'Connor to the Supreme Court. On September 25, 1981, she started her term as the first female member up until she retired on January 31, 2006. In 1982, 7 people died from cyanide-laced Tylenol capsules in Chicago. The nation panicked, and Johnson & Johnson quickly recalled over 30 million bottles. On June 18, 1983, Sally Ride became the first American woman and youngest American to enter space. Sally is a former physicist teacher and joined NASA in 1978. She retired from her NASA career in 1987 to work at Stanford University. In 1984, Vanessa Lynn Williams became the first African American to win the Miss American pageant. She was forced to resign and surrendered her crown after nude photos were released in Penthouse magazine.
Six of the brightest and loveliest young women in America are standing on our stage. One of them will be the new Miss America and the winner of a $25,000 scholarship. And our new Miss America is Vanessa Williams, Miss New York.
On January 21, 1985, President Ronald Reagan was re-elected for a second term as the U.S. President. On January 28, 1986, Space Shuttle Challenger exploded 73 seconds after launching, resulting in the death of all 7 crew members.
We have main engine start, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. Liftoff of the 25th Space Shuttle mission, and it has cleared the tower.
Control program. Roger, roll, Challenger. Good roll program confirmed. Challenger now heading down range. Engines beginning throttling down now at 94%. Normal throttles for most of the flight, 104%. We'll throttle down to 65% shortly. Engines at 65%, 3 engines running normally, 3 good fuel cells, 3 good APUs. Velocity 2,257 feet per second. Altitude 4.3 nautical miles, downrange distance 3 nautical miles.
So the 25th Space Shuttle mission is now on the way after more delays than NASA cares to count. This morning it looked as though they were not going to be able to get off.
1 minute 15 seconds. Velocity 2,900 feet per second. Altitude 9 nautical miles. Downrange distance 7 nautical miles.
May 4, 1987, the U.S. Supreme Court rules the Rotary Club must admit women. In 1988, former Vice President George H.W. Bush was elected the 41st President of the United States for the Republican Party. His presidency began January 20th, 1989, and served till January 20th, 1993. On March 24th, 1989, Exxon Valdez was listed the 54th largest oil spill in United States history. The vessel ran aground the Blythe Leaf and lost 32 million U.S. gallons of oil.